What up, guys? It's Mars07, Mars Sports. It is your boy Marshall, and today we're making college football predictions week number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally made it to week 3. Well, it's actually the day after week 2 of recording. It's actually watching NFL while recording this video right now. The Broncos Seahawks game is on. Seahawks are leading 26 to 13 in the fourth quarter with just a little over 6 minutes left. And Cowboys are leading the Browns 30-10 with 1 minute 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Yeah, that's what we're going through right now. Anyways, that's just what I want. There's also Commanders, Bucks, and Chargers, Raiders, that just finished. Yeah. Anyways, let's do this. So we have a big slate of games this week. So yeah, let's do this, shall we? All right, starting off with Arizona State, Texas State. Texas State demolished UTSA last week. And, oh my God, bro. UTSA literally was, one of the highest ranked group of 5 teams. It had some of the best odds to make the playoffs out of the group of 5 teams. But, they sold against Texas State. I'm just saying. It's just, that does not look good on their part. So, yeah, but Arizona State, they beat Mississippi State yesterday in or last week. I'll just put last week just so in case I know return this video. They beat him in a pretty close game, and the Seahawks recovered the ball. Anyways, Arizona State looked good in their game, I guess. But I mean, who knows what could happen? Texas State looked real good, but honestly, I could see Texas State beat Arizona State because last week in college football was crazy. Week 2 was one of the craziest weeks I've ever seen in college football. I'll go Arizona State to win this one. 72% also go with Arizona State as well. Northwestern State. Wait, hold up. I'm sorry. I need to start with FCS teams. Northwestern State, South Alabama. South Alabama's had a really bad start to the season. Well, they've had close-ish games, but not been a great start. But I think they will take care of business against Northwestern. 90% go with South Alabama, who I'm going with as well. North Greenville. Who the heck are these? Who the heck is North Greenville? I didn't know there's a North Greenville University. It sounds like a high school. There's the Citadel. None of these teams' track records are great, so none of these track records are very good. So I'll go Citadel, and 95% go with Citadel as well. Mercyhurst was Robert Morris. Mercyhurst lost a close one to Howard. And then Robert Morris, they had that one interception. It was pretty epic. I'll go Robert Morris. 79% go with Robert Morris. Yeah. Well, I have no clue what these ranks updated. Yeah. Central Connecticut State versus St. Francis. St. Francis just played Kent State, and they won against Kent State, although that's not their logo. That's not Kent State's logo, but man, that's where Kent State puts up all these points against these Power 4 opponents, and they sell against the SES teams. Anyways, Kent State's the stupidest team ever. No, because they played good against Georgia for a group of 5 school a couple years ago, then you lose to FCS teams. It's weird. I'll go St. Francis. 85% go with them as well. Yeah. Well, Central Connecticut State demolished Fordham last week, so who knows? Lehigh versus Brooklyn. Both victims of FBS losses so far. Lehigh lost to Army, and LIU Brooklyn lost to TCU. So, yeah, both got killed by both of them. I just found really ironic how Lehigh got killed by the Army. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go LIU Brooklyn. It's only 36%, but I think they can win it. They both beat Wagner by pretty much the exact same score, except just 1 point difference in points allowed. Lehigh allowed 13, and LIU Brooklyn allowed 14. So yeah, I'll go LIU Brooklyn with this one, which is what 36% of everyone else says. Marist versus Lafayette. Marist has lost a billion games, so Lafayette, they won against Monmouth. So in the close one, I'll go Lafayette. Wow, 97% go with them. I know it's early, but still, that's like the most lopsided vote I've ever seen, at least this season. And that's been a really short season so far, but still. It's Western Illinois versus Illinois State. Western Illinois didn't. Illinois State just Iowa score 40 points on them. Come on, bro. That's Iowa. And then what else? And then why is there a barcode on my screen? Anyways, on my TV. Anyways, Western Illinois got demolished by Indiana. So yeah, and they lost to number 25 ranked Northern Illinois, who just beat who just beat Notre Dame, which is pretty epic. I'll go Illinois State, 91% to go with them as well. So yeah. Delaware versus NC-A&T. Delaware, I mean, they beat Bryant. Hopefully the last name's not Moreland. And NC-A&T won their last game. They lost a lot before then. I'll go Delaware to win this game. 87% go with them as well. So yeah. Stony Brook versus Fordham. Stony Brook beat Stony or Stoner or something. I know it was like a Stony Brook Stoner thingy. Sunstone, something, I don't know. And Fordham lost to Central Connecticut, sorry. So I'm going to go Fordham. 77% go with them as well. Georgetown versus Sacred Heart. Georgetown beat Marist and Sacred Heart beat Stans. I can't tell. I can't see what that says. Anyways, actually, wait, hold up. I'll go Georgetown. 84% to go Georgetown. So yeah. Regina Lynchburg versus I thought it said Pedestrian. I might have said that last episode, but still. Got killed by Wagner, and I think Pedestrian wins this game. 87% wins this. 87% go with them as well. I'm going. How do you pronounce it? Presbyterian. That's what I'm going with as well. Stetson versus Furman. Furman, bro, sucks, bro. I mean, well, at least against Ole Miss, but like they lost to Charleston Southern as well, so like not looking very good for Furman, unfortunately, for them. Meanwhile, Stetson shut out their last opponent, so I'm going to go with Stetson to win. Only 34%, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Anyways, moving on. Charleston Southern, the team that beat Furman versus Richmond. I mean, Richmond lost pretty close on Wofford. I'm going to go Richmond this one. This one, 91% go with them as well. DeQuesson. Versus Youngstown State. DeQuestion's got shut up by Boston College. And Youngstown State lost 2 games in a row to Villanova. Okay. I'm actually gonna go Youngstown here. 92% go with them as well. So yeah. Idaho State versus North Dakota. They both won their last games. I'm gonna go with North Dakota though. 86% go there. So I'm gonna try to make these shorter just because it's like a lot of words. A lot of long episodes, I guess. Black Hill State versus St. Thomas. I'm starting to. Anyways, I'm gonna go with St. Thomas just because they won games. And 98% go with them. Holy cow. Holy Cross versus Bryant. Holy Cross lost a really close one to New Hampshire, I think that is. Bryant won against FPC, whoever that is. Anyways, I'll go Holy Cross. 76% go with them. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm going to go Bryant to win this one. And 24% go with them. It's only 25, but still. I'm going with them. Bryant to win. Morehead State versus Montana. Montana lost close one to North Dakota. And Morehead, I don't know who that is, who they lost. Who they won to. Who they won. Who they beat, sorry. I'm going to go Montana. 94% go with them as well. So yeah, Montana I think will win that game. Wagner versus Delaware State. Delaware State won their last game, but they've lost a lot before then. Wagner's lost to Lehigh. I'm going to go with Delaware State to win this one. It's close. 45% go with Delaware State. Here. Morehouse versus Howard. Morehouse. Is this their first game of the season? I guess it is. Last game they played was against Howard. They got killed by them. And Howard's actually played games, including against Rutgers. Yeah. I'll go Howard. 96% go with them as well. And then Virginia Military versus Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech's going to rebound this week. Virginia Tech, not Virginia Tech. Virginia Military's lost other games so far this year. That's only 2, but still. I'm going to go Georgia Tech. 95% go Georgia Tech as well. I think they'll rebound on their loss against Syracuse. And they're not ranked anymore, which, I mean, I kind of saw that coming. I kind of saw them get out of the rankings as well. I saw it coming just because they beat Florida State. Florida State wasn't very good. Or isn't very good. It's in the it is what it is now. Anyways, Prairie View A&M versus Michigan State. Prairie View A&M is actually in Texas. They won against Northwestern State. And Michigan, I literally thought that's it. This freaking app glitches so much. I legit thought they won against Ohio State for a second. Maryland, there you go. Thank you for changing it. Good Lord. I'll go Michigan State, and 92% go with them as well. Bo Nix just scored. Nice, okay. Morgan State versus Ohio. Morgan State lost to Towson in a very defensive very defensive-led matchup. Ohio just beat South Alabama in a 7-point game. I'm going to go Ohio just because the FBS team. 95% say that as well. I'm sure some of you are like, every time he says, because we're an FBS team, we got to do push-up. I'm sure some of y'all might be doing that. And I apologize, but hey, you'll get a 6-pack after. You'll thank me later. Anyways, Towson versus Villanova. Towson won that game against Morgan. Or who was it? Morgan State, and Villanova beat Colgate 28-3. Well, thank God that was the final score, not the score after the third quarter. 28-3. I'll go Villanova. 91% go with them as well. Let's see. Monmouth versus Maine. Monmouth, they've lost a lot of games so far. And Maine, let's go. Mike Evans scored. I just saw it on my TV. So, dude, that Commanders defense is a mess, bro. That's ironic because Dan Quinn's their coach, and he was the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys last year. But to be fair, that was the Cowboys' weak spot. Anyways, Maine, Montana State. They lost to Montana State. I'm going to go with Maine. 91% go with them as well. Yeah. Albany versus Idaho. Albany, Albany lost to West Virginia. And, barely beat Wyoming after barely losing to Oregon. I'll go Idaho. 85% go with them as well. I think they used to be FBS. I think they're on the last college football game before this one came out. So yeah, I'm just going to double checking and did all that. Hampton versus Norfolk State. No, wait, Norfolk State is 1-2? Huh. Oh yeah, because they had a week 0. Jalen Daniels, as I'm watching a game with Jaden Daniels in it on my screen. So they're getting killed, bro. That sucks. I thought the Commanders were. Yeah, it's just the first game, but still. Daniels can run, that's for sure. Jaden Daniels can run, that's for sure. It's the back on top. I keep on getting distracted. Hampton won against whoever that is, and Norfolk State won against Virginia State barely. But I'll go Norfolk State. 86% go them as well. Yeah. South Dakota versus Portland State. South Dakota. They lost to Wisconsin. I'm about to say, they have a loss? It was against Wisconsin. It was actually only a 2-4 game, so. And Portland State got killed by Weber State. So I'll go South Dakota. 83% go with them as well. Abilene Christian versus Northern Colorado. I'll tell you what. Abilene Christian could have literally beat Texas Tech. They were so close. Ooh, I see Derek Carr and Dak Prescott. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. Abilene Christian. There we go. Finally loaded. They almost beat Texas Tech, and Northern Colorado's lost every game so far. Although, one of them was a 3-score game against Colorado State. Abilene Christian. 55% go with them. That's it. Wow, that'd be a lot more lopsided. Edward Waters. Who the heck is that? On YouTube? Versus Alcorn State. Alcorn State just got shut up by Vanderbilt and got killed by UAB, but Edward Waters has lost a lot of games, and I'll go Alcorn State. 92% go them as well. North Dakota State versus East Tennessee State. Not as many cupcake games this week for the FBS teams. All right. North Dakota State killed Tennessee State. I almost beat Colorado too. East Tennessee State demolished UVW, so 61-0. But I'll go North Dakota State. 84% got them as well. I'm surprised North Dakota State is in FBS. But no. NC Central versus North Carolina. I swear to God, North Carolina has a freaking cakewalk of a schedule to start the freaking season, because literally their QB Max Johnson, former LSU QB by the way, literally got injured in the first game yet they're still winning games. But NC Central, I mean, they lost to Elon by a lot. I'll go North Carolina. 96% go to them as well. Yeah. Colgate versus Akron. Both have lost. Hey, man, Akron was beating Ohio State at one point, too. Akron's just been playing a bunch of these Big Ten schools. Colgate lost a 28-3 game against Villanova. I'll go Akron, though. 93% go with Akron as well. I think Akron will finally win a game. Yeah. Dayton versus Indiana State. Dayton won against St. Francis. And then I don't think they even played last week. They didn't play last week. And Indiana State lost the close one to EIU. I guess it means Eastern Illinois or Eastern Indiana. I don't know. I'll go Indiana State to win. I think they'll rebound. It's close, 42%, but I think they'll win. I'm sorry, I'm looking. Big Brother, bro's third on the list? Come on. Anyways, where the F was I? Where the fudge was I? Anyways, West Virginia versus East Kentucky. West Georgia versus East Kentucky. West Georgia lost to ACU. They only have 2 games. We have one against a win against Samford. And East Kentucky got shut by Austin Peay. I'm going to go with East Kentucky, though. 83% go with them as well. Didn't East Kentucky play Mississippi State or something? Yeah, they did. I think they scored more points against Mississippi State than against Western Kentucky. Merrimack versus Bucknell. So I'm looking at these records. I can look at it now. Merrimack lost to UConn by a lot. Holy cow. And Bucknell beat Virginia Military. I'll go Bucknell. 95% go Bucknell as well. Hanover versus Butler. Hanover has literally no games on here. And Butler beat Murray State by 2 points. So I'll go Butler. 96% go Butler as well. Butler's a basketball school, of course. Like Villanova and all that. And UConn. But UConn's FBS. They're independent, though. So they're not conference. South Carolina State versus Georgia. South Carolina State beat the Citadel by 3 points last week. Georgia Southern beat Nevada by 3. And wasn't Georgia Southern good a couple years ago? Anyways. I'll go Georgia Southern. 93% go with them as well. Yeah. Tyler Lockett, bro. Anyways, picked this game already. Moving on. Mercer versus Chattanooga. Both are victims of getting demolished by SC opponents. Mercer got demolished by Ole Miss last year. Chattanooga got demolished by Tennessee this year. But Mercer won 31-2. What the heck? What kind of score is that? Anyways, Chattanooga barely lost to Georgia State. So, I think Chattanooga has something. I'll go Chattanooga. I know it's only 30%, but I think they're going to beat them. Stonehill versus New Hampshire. That's who played Stony Brook last week. Stonehill, which they lost to, and then New Hampshire beat the Holy Cross by 1 point, or beat Holy Cross at 1 point. I'll go New Hampshire, 98%. Good Lord. Campbell versus Rhode Island. Campbell lost or beat West. Wait, hold up. They beat. Sorry, WCU, and then Rhode Island got shot by Minnesota. I'll go Rhode Island though. 85% go with them as well. William Mary versus Wofford. Let's see. Sorry, my dad's yelling out there. I think he's looking at the TV. Come on, Jaden. Anyways, moving on. William and Mary lost to Coastal Carolina only by like 19 points. Wofford beat Richmond by 7 points. I'll go Wofford to win this one. 35% go with them, but I don't think that's who I'm picking. So yeah, we'll see though. West Carolina versus Elon. Western Carolina lost to Campbell last week, but they beat. But Elon beat North NCCU, so I'm gonna go with Elon. And 33%, only 33% go with them. So yeah. And the Broncos lost, of course. 33% go with Elon. Oh yeah. That's minority, but still. Anyways, Gardner-Webb versus Charlotte. Charlotte's lost like every game so far. But same thing with Gardner-Webb. I'm going to go Charlotte, though. 93% go with them as well. I think they finally break through and get a win. Bethune-Cookman versus Western Michigan. Bethune-Cookman only scored 2 points on Mercer last week. Western Michigan got shut up by Ohio State. So I'm going to go with Western Michigan. 95% go with them as well. Incarnate Word versus Southern Illinois. Incarnate Word lost to South Dakota State, and Southern Illinois won against Southern Pay. Austin Pay. I'm gonna go with Southern Illinois. 86% go with them as well. Lindenwood versus Missouri State. What the? Why does it say Jack on there? Like it says Jacksonville. Anyways, lots of losses. But Missouri State had a chance to win against Ball State last week. Okay, Missouri State 87% as well. Mississippi Valley State versus Murray State. 2 teams that have lost. But, I mean, Murray State played freaking Missouri and Butler. So, yeah, but Mississippi Valley State played Tennessee State and Lamar, but who knows? We'll see. I'll go Murray State. 94% go with them as well. Sorry for the background. North Alabama versus Tennessee Martin. North Alabama's literally lost every freaking game so far in the last few games. And Tennessee Martin barely lost to Southeast Missouri, I think. So I'll go with Tennessee Martin. 90% go with them as well. See. Tennessee, but then, they played K-State their first game. I knew, and then they played Georgia. I'm thinking of a different team. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of a different team. Arkansas Pine Bluff versus Tennessee State. Arkansas Pine Bluff got shut out by Arkansas. Then they shut out Arkansas Baptist. And Tennessee State lost to North Dakota State. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Tennessee State to shut them out. Well, I don't think they're shutting out, but it's very ironic. Tennessee State, I think they win it. 95% go with them as well. So, Southern versus Jackson State. Southern beats Savannah. I don't even know what that says. SAV. That's just SCV. Yo, Jay Daniels just got a touchdown. Let's go. And then Jackson State just beat Lane. I don't know, but both teams demolished their opponents. I'm going to go Jackson State. 89% go them as well. Point University versus Davis. Who the heck is Point University? They lost a lot. Oh my God, they suck. Lane teams, wow, they're bad. Okay, I'm going to go Davidson. I've seen enough. 99% go with Davidson. Holy freaking cow. That is crazy. Alabama Samford. Or Alabama State Samford. If it's Alabama Samford, that'd be a blowout. But Alabama State Samford. So it's weird saying Samford, not saying Stanford. Imagine they play each other, Samford versus Stanford. Alabama State beat Mile, I don't know. And Samford lost to Florida, the same opponent they actually had a chance to beat if their defense wasn't such a disaster against Florida. Anyways, I'll go Stanford. 80% go with them as well. Austin P versus Central Arkansas. Central Arkansas won last week. I don't even know if that's JAC really though. And then Austin Pay lost to South Illinois, I think. No. I'll go Austin Pay. 66% go with them. So yeah. Dang, Jay Daniels has done everything on the ground today. Pretty epic. Hey, that's the extra point. Anyways, Austin Pay's gonna win. Alright, moving on. Grambling State versus A&M Commerce. Grambling State beat Tuskegee, I think that is. And Texas A&M Commerce lost every game on here, so I'll go Grambling to win. Only 64% go with them, though. We'll see. Come on. Nah, man. All right. Augustana versus South Dakota State. Augustana has not doesn't even have a single game on here. Holy cow. You're playing the best FCS opponent out there. Or one of them at least. South Dakota State. Only 89%? That'll be like way more. Well, I don't know. 89%. I'm going with South Dakota State doing that. Georgetown, Kentucky. Wait, there's another Georgetown versus Alabama A&M. And Georgetown, Kentucky has no games on here either. And Alabama A&M, after getting demolished by Auburn, demolishes Kentucky State. I'll go Alabama A&M to win this one. 96% got them as well. At least Augustana has a logo. Eastern Washington versus Southeast Louisiana. East Washington. I don't know. Southeast Louisiana's played a bunch of FPS opponents to start. But who knows? I think Eastern Washington's going to win. 92% go with them as well. So, yeah. Let's just say that's going to be... That's a lot. Pretty lopsided. I'll go Eastern Washington as well, which is 92%. All right, anyways, I already said. Anyways, Weber State versus Lamar. Weber State demolished. I don't even know what that... Forgot. They both won their games last week. Lamar only won by 2 scores, but still it's a good amount. I'll go Weber State. 74% go with them as well. No. Actually, screw it. Weber State. 74% go with them as well. I thought about switching that pick. Yeah. Louisiana Christian versus Houston Christian. Bunch of Christians in this game. Louisiana Christian has literally all their games on here are losses. Either to Stetson or Alcorn State, and there's that one against ACU. And Houston Christian isn't that good either. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go Houston Christian. 96% go with them as well. At least Houston Christian got a win on there. Northern Iowa versus Nebraska. Nebraska's ranked, by the way, so that's pretty cool. Northern Illinois beat their team by 7 points. Nebraska beat Colorado last week in a pretty lopsided and by like 18 points. I'll go Nebraska. 92% go them as well. And Nebraska could be a dark horse to... I don't know about dark horses to make the playoffs, but like They could do something this year. They could definitely get like a good bowl game. Like maybe like the Rely Crest Bowl or something like that. We'll see. Eastern Illinois versus Northwestern. Eastern Illinois barely beat Indiana State by 7 points. Northwestern lost to Duke. Was it Duke literally like, didn't Duke literally lose everyone? Anyways, I'll go Northwestern. 97% go with them, so it's a pretty lopsided affair. Indiana Wesleyan versus Valparaiso. Indiana Wesleyan has not played a single game this season. Valparaiso has lost every game so far. The last time they played, wow, okay, I guess they play each other pretty commonly. You know what? Screw it. Indiana Wesleyan. I don't care if it says 4%. I don't care if it's 4%. I'm going to go with them to win it. Why not? Western Illinois versus Cal Poly. Cal Poly just lost this thing. Wow, both these teams are... Oof. Both these teams are garbage. Holy cow. I'll go Cal Poly, though, just because they won that. Wait, Brian Kelly's their coach? Oh, Bo Kelly. I thought it said Brian Kelly. They played the FBS opponent, so yeah. 91% go with them as well. UC Davis versus Southern Utah. UC Davis beat Texas A&M Commerce last week by 14 points. And Southern Utah beat UTEP, so... I love it says L in their logo. I know it's a glitch, but still, it's pretty funny. L for UTEP. Anyways, I'll go Southern Utah. After getting shut out by Utah, they beat UTEP somehow. Anyways, I'll go Southern Utah 85% go with them as well. Yeah. SFA versus McNeese. CMF Austin. Hey man, they scored like 1 billion points on North Americans, and McNeese doesn't have a single game on here, which is kind of weird because didn't they? Yeah, they played A&M and they lost them pretty badly. So I'm gonna go SFA. 90% go with them as well. Yeah. I understand all these games might not be on here, but yeah. Nichols versus Sacramento State. Hey man, I'm just saying, Nichols actually put up a decent fight against LSU last week, which kind of scares me. Yeah, Sacramento State. I mean, they both these teams have started off FBS opponents. I'm actually gonna go Nichols to win this game, and only 14% go with that. I think Nichols could actually have a shot. I think Nichols is gonna win. Yeah. Northern Arizona versus Utah Tech. NAU lost to Arizona only by 12 points, so Utah Tech's literally lost every freaking game on here. I'll go Northern Arizona. 84% go with them as well. A little surprised, not higher, but I know. Anyways, here are the off teams. Well, that's a lot of them. Brown, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Drake, Florida A&M, Harvard, Montana State, Pennsylvania, Princeton, San Diego, Southeast Missouri State, Tarleton State, Tennessee Tech, Texas Southern, and Yale, or Yale, as people would probably call it, like Dale, Yale instead. All right, yeah. Anyways, let's go into some FBS matchups, shall we? Let's go on a Friday night now. We already picked Arizona State, Texas State. Yeah. UNLV. Hey man, UNLV could literally be that one team that makes the playoffs. That could be that group of 5 that makes the playoffs. And Canada, they lost to Illinois last week, which kind of surprised me. I guess they beat UNLV last time they played them, so yeah. But, I'll go Kansas to win this one. 74% go with them as well. I would not be that. I would actually, honestly, I could see UNLV winning that game, though. They demolished. They beat Houston pretty badly for a couple weeks. I'll go Kansas, and 74% go with them as well. Arizona versus Kansas State, little Big 12 matchup going on. But in conference now, because Arizona's, of course, Big 12. I mean, Arizona had a kind of a close-ish game against NAU, and Kansas State almost lost to Tulane. Tulane's probably like one of the best, if not the best, group of 5 school out there. At least as of late. Because I'm gonna go Kansas State. 62% go with them as well. Yeah. Alabama, Wisconsin. This could be a good game, but like I feel like Alabama's gonna demolish them. But anyways, Alabama. I mean, who knows? I mean, could DeBauer and Milrow doing good? And they actually took care of business against South Florida this time, unfortunately. In Wisconsin, I mean, come on, Wisconsin, be the heroes. Picking Wisconsin, I'm kidding. I'm picking Alabama. 62% go with them as well. Yeah. So please beat Bama. I'm begging you. It'll probably be Georgia, hopefully. Anyways, OSU, Oklahoma State versus Tulsa. Oklahoma State almost lost to Arkansas. If Arkansas wasn't such a trash football team, they would lost that game. And Tulsa barely lost to Arkansas State. I'm going to go Oklahoma State. That's an easy one. 89% go with them. So I don't know why I'm taking so long. So you have Arkansas State versus Michigan. Michigan has a tough loss against Texas last week. Well, I think they're going to rebound. I think they'll win. 85% go with them as well. LSU South Carolina. Sorry, it took me so long to get to this game. LSU, I mean, yeah, they beat Nichols. I expect them to be a lot. I expect it to be a way bigger blowout, but what do I know? And South Carolina demolished Kentucky. I hate to say it, I could see South Carolina win this game. I'm gonna go LSU. 63% go with them as well. I think they'll rebound. I guess this week. I don't know. But they played good. They played okay, I guess, against Nichols in the second half. So yeah. Moving on. Memphis versus Florida State. I swear to God. Florida State is so trash, bro. They literally have not won like a game at all this year. Of course, the logos are flipped. My God, bro. Florida State is trash. I'm sorry. But it's just not going to be good for Florida State. And Memphis, they're like one of the best group of 5 schools out there. I'm going to go Memphis to win this game. I know it's only 45%. I think Memphis beats Florida State. I'm just going to say it. Louisiana Tech versus NC State. NC State got demolished by Tennessee last week. And Louisiana Tech beat Nichols in their last game. Wait, that was their last game? Anyways, I'm going to go NC State. They'll win this one. 92% go this one. I think NC State will rebound this week. Central Michigan versus Illinois. Central Michigan, I mean, who did they play last week? Eastern Michigan, I think? No, FIU. And then Illinois beat freaking Kansas, so I'm going to go Illinois. 92% go with them as well. Cincinnati versus Miami, Ohio. Cincinnati, didn't they blow that game against Pitt? Oh my God, they did. Miami, Ohio lost to... Who is that? Did they lose to Northwestern? If this thing would ever load it. Yeah, Northwestern. Yeah. I'm going to go Cincinnati win this one. 79% go them as well. UNT versus Texas Tech. UNT's having a good start to their season. I mean, they beat SFA and South Alabama. And Texas Tech, I mean, they had a close game against Abilene Christian of all schools, of all teams. And they got demolished. They got beat pretty badly by Washington State. Screw it. I've seen crazy. I'm going to go UNT to win this one, because why not? 21% got them, only 21%, but I think they can win it. Because plus the AAC, honestly, is probably, well, I guess you could make an argument for the MAC now because of what Northern Illinois did, but I think the AAC has been consistently the strongest group of 5 conference out there. This is over the last few years. Boston College versus Missouri. Boston College is ranked now. I mean, Bill O'Brien's their coach now. I mean, they shut out Disqueston and all of that. And then Missouri is really good. I'm going to go Mizzou to win this one, though. 77% got them as well. When was the last time Boston College was ranked, bro? It was UMass Buffalo. Buffalo beat Miami of Ohio, and UMass lost both their games this year. I'm going to go Buffalo. 89% got them as well. Coastal Carolina versus Temple. Coastal Carolina, I mean, they beat William and Mary last week, and then Temple lost to Navy. I'm going to go Coastal Carolina, 82% go to them as well. Oregon State. Oh, my God, bro. Oregon has had some of the closest games this year. It's weird. They had that close game against Idaho. They almost lost to Boise State. And Oregon State has taken care of business on the field this year. So, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go Oregon State to win this game. Who cares if the Pac-12 isn't a Power 5 conference anymore? I still think Oregon State is going to upset them. But hey, and that actually be really good for them, really good win for them too, because that'll show they deserve to be in an actual conference. So yeah, only 31% go with Oregon State, but I think Oregon is just a really weird team. Yeah, I'll go Oregon State to win that. Ball State puzzles the rivalry. Never Ball State versus Miami. I mean, this one's pretty easy. I mean, Ball State, they beat who they beat last week? Missouri State. And Miami demolished Florida A&M, I think it was. Yeah. I'm going to go with Miami and Florida on this one. 93% on as well. Normally. That's not the Miami Ball State normally plays. Tulane versus OU. Hey, man, Tulane had a close game. Almost beat K-State, bro. And Oklahoma almost lost to Houston. I think this could be a really close game. I still think OU's going to win. And 80% go with them as well. If Tulane wins, that'll help us. But yeah, a.k.a. my team, LSU. Yeah. 80% go with OU, but I think Tulane could definitely win that game. Yeah. Tulane could be, if they beat OU, they could be, and they win all the rest of their games, or most of the games, they could literally be that group of 5 squad that represents in the playoffs. I mean, they beat USC in the Cotton Bowl the same year they lost to Southern Mississippi, so you never know. Sorry, I keep impressing the same one. Notre Dame, Purdue. Okay, Notre Dame, bro. What happened, bro? Notre Dame literally lost to Northern Illinois, that's just crazy, bro. That is just crazy. And Purdue shut out Indiana State. They beat Indiana. I mean, Purdue could win this game. I'm just saying. I honestly hope they win this game because Notre Dame has supposed to have a Charmin soft schedule. So yeah, I still think Notre Dame's going to win it. 60% go with them, but don't be surprised if Purdue wins it. Because, man, Notre Dame, I think they will play very angry. They lost their Group of 5 school. Yeah. I don't even know how Notre Dame is still ranked, in my opinion. West Virginia versus Pitt. West Virginia, I mean, they beat Albany. Pitt had a really impressive comeback against Cincinnati, but I still think West Virginia is going to win this one. Only 55%, but who knows? I think West Virginia overall is just the better team, in my opinion. So, yeah. Prairie A&M versus Michigan. Wait, I already picked that. Nevada, Minnesota. Nevada, I mean, they lost to Georgia Southern last week. And Minnesota beat Rhode Island. Minnesota, 89% got them as well. Okay, Washington State. Oh, we got another little rivalry here. Washington State has won every game so far. And, like, who even knows? But, like, Washington, I know they lost a lot of games. Washington State just beat Texas Tech. So, honestly, I have a weird feeling again. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go Washington State to win this one, too. I think the Pac-12 is going to stay strong. I think they're going to beat their rivals. 100% go with Washington State. Hey, man, Washington State almost beat them last year, the same year, and last year was the same year Washington made the national championship. So you never know. I know it's a neutral location this time, but still. I'm going to go with Washington State, and so will 30% of the others. Got them as well. Yeah, they're just talking about the Saints beating the F out of the Panthers. Hold up. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I'm going to go Washington State to win that one. Texas A&M, Florida. The battle of, well, A&M, they beat, I don't even know what that is. I can't see who that is. Yeah. And then Florida beat Samford. I mean, I know Florida has been kind of a disaster the last few years. I'm going to go Texas to win this one. Wow, it's 48%, only 40%. I mean, honestly kind of hope Florida beats them, but like, well, actually, I don't really care who wins this game. Honestly, because I don't really like either of them, but 40% go to Texas A&M. I'll go with them as well. It's really close, though. Troy versus Iowa. Troy, I mean, yeah, they haven't had a great start to the season. They've lost their first 2 games. And then Iowa lost to Iowa State in a very close game. I'm going to go Iowa to win this one. 93% go with them as well. I'm gonna go. All right, here we go. App State versus East Carolina. Come on, App State, bro. I thought you were going to do it against Clemson. And y'all let them score 66 points. Legit. I guess I predicted a big upset, but wasn't the one I was expecting. But I didn't predict the correct one. I did predict an upset to happen. It wasn't the correct one, though. But, yeah. East Carolina, though, they beat Old Dominion last week. I am going to go... Actually, I'm going to go East Carolina win this one. 44% go with them, but yeah, I just think East Carolina's probably going to beat them at this point. UAB versus Arkansas. UAB, I mean, they lost to Navy or UL Monroe last week by a lot of points. And then Arkansas, well, they did beat the F out of Alcorn State. Isn't it? Arkansas literally blew it against freaking Oklahoma State. Going to Arkansas. Hate to admit it, but I was pulling for y'all, bro. Y'all had to choke the game like you always do. Anyways, y'all are a disastrous football team. I am still going to go Arkansas to win this one. 89% go them as well. Utah State, a little, I guess, are they a rivalry? I don't know. I guess they are. Utah, I mean, I know there's concerns about Cam Rising and all that. Again, and Utah State got killed by USC last week. I'm going to go Utah to win this one. 87% go with them as well. Yeah. UConn versus Duke. Connecticut. Yeah. No one calls it Connecticut. Everyone calls it UConn. I mean, UConn beat Merrimack by a lot last week. And got killed by Maryland. And Duke, I mean, hey, they won their first 2 games. Yeah, they scored 26 points a game, but still. I'm going to go Duke, and 84% go with them as well. NC Central versus... Why I keep going back to the same game? Anyways. UTEP Liberty. UTEP lost an FCS team somehow last week. The game after they got demolished by Nebraska. And then Liberty had a close game against New Mexico State. I'm going to go Liberty. 91% go with them as well. Anyways, moving on. FIU versus FAU. I guess, yeah, they're a rivalry, I think. Yeah, they are. I mean, FAU had a chance. They've had chances in their games, but, like, it's just like, sorry, I don't know why I took that. Anyways, FIU beat the F out of Central Michigan. But Florida Atlantic almost beat Michigan State. Oh, I'm going to go FAU to win this one over FIU. And 72% go with Florida Atlantic as well. So, yeah. I guess Florida Atlantic and Florida International. Yeah, but everyone calls it FIU and FAU. Virginia Tech versus Old Dominion. Oh, where have I seen this before? Anyways, Virginia Tech lost to Vanderbilt and they beat Marshall. The Old Dominion's lost their first 2 games. I mean, you know what? I think we have a little repeat. Yeah, I'm actually going to pick Old Dominion to win this game. They upset Virginia Tech in the past, so yeah, 13%, only 13%, but who knows? We'll see. I mean, they played each other a lot. See, how will Old Dominion to win that game, though? Let's see. Mississippi, Ole Miss, Wake Forest. Again, just like UConn. No one calls them Mississippi. Everyone calls it Ole Miss. Ole Miss has played like cupcake teams this whole time. So they actually get like an FBS. I mean, not FBS. Power 4. Yes, they are FBS, but Power 4 opponent this time. And Wake Forest just lost to Virginia by 1 point. Sorry, I don't know why. I keep on stumbling. Just kidding. I'm not going Wake Forest. I wish Wake Forest would win this game. Because I hate Ole Miss, but I go Ole Miss. 86% go with them as well. And I'm gonna go Ole Miss to win that one. Beth Wake picked that one already. You got UTSA versus Texas, like a crosstown matchup. I mean, ooh, Jay Nance is the first in NFL history. So I guess something to do with rushing. Yeah, Jay Nance can run the ball, but that's for sure. UTSA versus Texas. UTSA. I mean, this team has just disappointed apparently because they got killed by Texas State, and Texas just beat Michigan, not Western Michigan. They beat Michigan, and Texas might actually win national championship this year. I'm gonna go Texas. 91% go them as well. Kennesaw State versus San Jose State. Hey man, Kennesaw State has actually done well. I know they're struggling, but they've actually not done as bad as I thought. Like I thought they'd lose the games by more just because they're brand new. And San Jose State beat Air Force by 10 last week. I'm gonna go San Jose State, but who knows? Kennesaw can win that game though, and 72% go to them as well. Kennesaw State's win is coming. I can see it coming one day. Jacksonville State versus Eastern Michigan. Jacksonville State. I mean, did they upset Florida State a few years ago? I might have asked in last episode. They lost Louisville by a lot last week, and then Eastern Michigan lost to Washington. It's not the same Washington, but with all the good. It's not like Washington has the same players as last year. Anyway, I'll go East Michigan. 80% go them as well. South Florida versus Southern Mississippi. Come on, South Florida. Come on, bro. Y'all could have beat them. Like y'all almost did last year. And Southern Mississippi beat Southeastern Louisiana by a good margin. I'm gonna go South Florida. 82% go 82% go to them as well. Yeah. West Kentucky versus Middle Tennessee State. They both got demolished by SC opponents, but they both had their FCS wins. But I'm gonna go West Kentucky to win this one. 67% go to them as well. Hawaii versus Sam Houston. That's a long drive. I mean, not even a drive at that point. So it's a flight for Hawaii. I guess that's like over half their games, I guess. Hawaii. I mean, they lost to UCLA. Not by much though. And then Sam Houston lost to UCF. I'm gonna go Sam Houston though. Actually, I'm gonna go Hawaii. 76% go with Hawaii as well, because Hawaii, they're not gonna travel down they're not gonna travel down just get spanked. You know, because basically Hawaii is its own thing, of course. Vanderbilt versus Georgia State. Vanderbilt could literally make a bowl game this year. I'm just saying. And Georgia State beat Chattanooga by only 3 points. I'm gonna go Vanderbilt. 85% go with them as well. Vanderbilt will start probably like one of the best starts we've had this season in a long time. Georgia, Kentucky. I mean, Kentucky just wants to get all their SC points out the way. Kentucky just lost to South Carolina by a lot. In Georgia. I'm gonna go Georgia. 81% go with them. But who knows? Maybe they'll be like a second half team, like Georgia usually is. Go with the Iowa versus Nebraska, who already picked that. Indiana, UCLA. I mean, both these teams have. I mean, who knows? Indiana, they beat the F out of Western Illinois, I think. WIU, I guess. And UCLA barely beat Hawaii. I'm actually going to go with Indiana to win this game. And 41% go to them as well. Though if UCLA wins, that'll help LSU strength of schedule. Anyways, because LSU plays them in week 4. Is New Mexico Auburn? I mean, Auburn lost to New Mexico State last year. Who knows? Maybe they'll lose to New Mexico. So, and New Mexico really lost an FCS team, and they scored a lot against Arizona. Or who was it? Not Arizona. Yeah, it was Arizona. But like, yeah, it was. But like, who knows? New Mexico just I don't see them winning this game. I go Auburn. 88% go to them as well. But it's another New Mexico team. Uh, let's see. Sorry, I'm listening to something. So this is the Dennis Allen's post game speech. Anyways, Toledo. I mean, they beat UMass and Duke. That's question. But like Mississippi State, I know they barely lost to Arizona State last week, but I'm gonna go with Mississippi State. 84% go to them as well. Air Force Baylor. Uh, uh, Air Force Baylor. Air Force. I mean, they beat San Jose State last week. And Baylor. I mean, they got that. Utah like scored 1,000,000,000 in the first half, and then score again after that. But I mean, I could see Air Force winning this. I'm gonna go Baylor though. 77% go Baylor as well. And then a little Big 12 action right here. Yes, because UCF's in the Big 12 now. UCF versus TCU. I mean, UCF, they beat Sam Houston last week, and New Hampshire, I mean, I guess they're looking pretty good to start the year, but they haven't played a single Power 4 opponent yet. And TCU, they beat Stanford by like 7 points. And LIU Brooklyn, they shut them out. So, yeah, anyways, I'm going to go with TCU to win this one, and 66% go with TCU as well. Yeah. Anyways, Colorado versus Colorado State. Little rivalry here. Colorado, man, I swear to God. Colorado always gets overhyped to death, bro. But I saw this coming. And Colorado State, they beat North Colorado, and then they lost. You know what? That was beat last year. I'll go Colorado State to win this one. 36% go with them as well. I just have a weird feeling that's going to be we saw last week's going to keep on going. All right, like all these like near upsets or upsets, I guess. Kent State versus Tennessee. Kent State, bro, I mean, they're probably going to put like 28 points on them. But Tennessee, man, is looking real good. So I'm going to go Tennessee. 94% go Tennessee as well. That Tennessee team looks real good this season. I'm just saying. Now, can y'all please beat Bama? Anyways, moving on. Maryland versus Virginia. Maryland lost to Michigan State last week. Wait, I guess Virginia's undefeated though. They play Richmond and they barely won against Wake Forest. I'm gonna go Virginia. 42% go with them, but like I think they'll win it. Rice Houston, a little Houston matchup right here. Rice, I mean they beat Texas Southern by a lot. 69 points. Nice. And Houston, they had a close game against OU last week. I'm just saying. And they got demolished with UNLV, of course. Well, it was 20 points, but still. Oh, well, but Houston, yeah, they're a Big 12 school now, but I mean, I'll go Houston on this one. 82% go them as well. BYU versus Wyoming. BYU just beat SMU, but SMU's over. But SMU kind of sucks, so. Yeah, I like SMU. I want them to win mainly because they're a Dallas school, but like they lost to BYU and they almost lost Nevada. So yeah. BYU, I mean, guess they're one of those new Big 12 teams. And then Wyoming had a close game against Idaho last week. But yeah. I'm going to go BYU. And BYU, 79% also go BYU. Yeah. San Diego State versus California. I mean, Cal just beat Auburn last week. I know Auburn is not the same Auburn like 10 years ago. But still, you beat Auburn, I guess. And then Oregon State And San Diego State got shut up at Oregon State. So yeah. Anyways, I'll go Cal. 83% go with them as well. Yeah. New Mexico State versus Fresno State. Hey man, New Mexico State almost beat Liberty last week. If only they beat Liberty. Nothing against Liberty. It's just they literally laid an egg in that bowl game last year. Then Fresno State beat Sacramento State. I'm actually gonna go with New Mexico State to win this one. Whoa, only 12% go with them. But yeah, I guess Fresno State had a shot. Only lost by 20 points against Michigan. But yeah. Anyways, that's gonna do it for picks. Now the teams with off picks are Army, Boise State, Bowling Green, Clemson, Iowa State, James Madison, Louisiana Monroe, Louisville, Marshall, Navy, Northern Illinois. After an amazing win, gets a bye week, so that's pretty epic. Ohio State, Penn State, Rutgers, SMU, Stanford, Syracuse, and USC. There'd be a lot more off teams because 2 off weeks this year for each team. At least 2, I guess. Unless you're Ball State, but yeah. For the FBS ones at least. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, but before I end this video, I just want to first of all, I want to apologize for the video, the college football pick video coming out at 4 a.m. on Sunday. I'm really sorry. I thought the video uploaded a lot earlier than that. Because uploading is a pain in the butt sometimes. So yeah, there's that. Second of all, I want to mention Northern Illinois, after that win against Notre Dame, is probably now, if they keep it going, they're probably not a leading contender at the group of 5 schools to make the playoffs. Because, of course, that one group 5 school could get in. In Northern Illinois, they beat Notre Dame. So, like, if they win the rest of their games this year, they could literally, they honestly could make the playoffs. I mean, who we got? Buffalo, NC State. They can win all those games. I'm just saying. Yeah, but like Northern Illinois, if they win all the games, they could make the freaking playoffs, bro. Because at this point, I'd put Northern Illinois as a leader of all the group of 5 schools to make the playoffs. Yeah, and there's that. I just want to mention that. And congrats to Northern Illinois. That's a big deal for that program. I'm very happy for them. Plus, it's funny that Notre Dame lost. Nothing against Notre Dame. It's just like helps LSU, and Notre Dame, I swear, was gonna have a cakewalk to get to the playoffs. Once they lost the game, and here we are. They lost against Northern Illinois. So, yeah. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. Hope y'all enjoyed. But here's the rankings, by the way. I might go over these every week now at this point. Georgia, Texas, Ohio State, Alabama, Ole Miss, Missouri, Tennessee, Penn State, Oregon, Miami, Florida, USC, Utah, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, OU, LSU, Michigan, Notre Dame. How the heck is Notre Dame still ranked? Anyways, Louisville, Arizona, Iowa State, Clemson, Nebraska, Boston College, and Northern Illinois. Who the heck expected Northern Illinois to be up there? I'm very high for Northern Illinois. That would be an amazing story if they made the playoffs, bro. To beat Notre Dame. That would be a deserving team to make the playoffs if we beat the number 5 team. So, yeah. Anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Have a nice day, and goodbye. See you on the next one. Peace.